welcome back to another worship with me together. So finally I'm back home and I have stayed in quarantine for 32 days and I'm feeling fine because of God's grace and because of all your love and support. So thank you so much for your love and for your prayer. So today, before we move into the exhortation, I would like to bless all of you with a song by Merensunep Walling. So I want every one of you to listen to the lyrics with prayerful heart, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna bless.
There is a way, there is a light in every darkness, there is a storm, and there is a place where we can run to. There is a joy in His ocean of love where I can die despite of my flaws. There is a river overflowing with your grace. In you there is mercy for a sinner like me. Oh, you find me when I'm lost, pick me up when I am down. You fought the battles for me. Oh, how you love me. You stretched your arms for me, told of me when you were ashamed. You held my hands when I fell. Oh, how you love me, Jesus. There is a shepherd who leads me through the wilderness. There is a friend who leads me beside still water. There is a Father who guides me along the right path. He renews my strength and fills me with love. There is a Lamb, and by His blood I am set free, and His name is Jesus, the Lamb that was slain. Oh, you find me when I'm lost, pick me up when I am down. You fought the battles for me. Oh, how you love me. You stretched your arms for me, told of me when you were ashamed. You held my hands when I fell. Oh, how you love me, Jesus. Glorious, oh, you are glorious, beautiful, oh, you are beautiful, oh, you find me when I'm lost. Pick me up when I am down. You fought the battles for me. Oh, how you love me. You stretched your arms for me, told of me when you were ashamed. You held my hands when I fell. Oh, how you love me, Jesus.
Thank you, Merensunep Walling, for blessing us with a beautiful song. May God bless you. And guys, if you want to listen to this song again, then you can check out his YouTube channel, Merensunep Walling. So guys, even today, I want to begin the exhortation with a question. Are you ready to face the day of judgment? Am I ready to face the day of judgment? Let's look into the Gospel of Matthew chapter 24, verses 3 to 14. So here we can see that Jesus was sitting in the Mount of Olives where his disciple came and questioned him. So here we can see like Jesus, he was constantly telling his disciple that I will die and I will go and I will come back again. So disciples were like you and me who were really curious. So they keep asking question to Jesus. Jesus, when are you coming back for the second time? And how do we know that you are coming back? The second coming of Jesus, parousia, which is in Greek another term for the second coming of Jesus Christ. And here in this passage we can see that Jesus has responded back to his disciples what will be the significance of the end of the days, what will signify that it will be the end of the days. So let us look into one after another. So remember that Jesus spoke those words more than 2,000 years back. So let us see the first point, what Jesus said when his disciples asked how we will know that it is the end of the day. So the first thing that Jesus talked about was, he said that you will hear about wars and the rumors about wars, and the kingdom will rise against kingdom and the nation will rise against the nation. So for example, if you see, then we can start from World War I, World War II, Vietnam War, and the list goes on. And even today we can see country against country. So I don't need to mention in details, but you know everything. So we can see how it has been happening as Jesus has predicted. And let's look into the second point. In the second point, we can see Jesus say that there will be famines and earthquakes. So let's look into the major famines and earthquakes. So the newest example will be the Haiti earthquake and the New Zealand, in Turkey. And also if you look into the famines, then we can see in Africa, diseases like in China. Also we can see tsunami in Indonesia and Japan and Hawaii. And Jesus said that this will be just the beginning of the birth ban. So what does Jesus mean by birth ban? It means that when a pregnant woman goes into labor, it's the same with birth ban. So when a pregnant woman goes into a labor, which means it is a sign for delivering a baby. So Jesus means that it is the time for the end, which means it is the beginning of the sorrow, it's the beginning of the pain, which means it is going to be end very soon. The third point, Jesus mentioned that you will be persecuted and you will be put to death, and you will be hated by all the nation because of me, which means that you as a Christian, I as a Christian, just because we love God, we spread the gospel, we will be persecuted and will be put to death. And today if you look into the persecution of Christianity, we can historically trace back to the first century. Even we can look into how, right after the Christ of Jesus, right after a year, Stephen was stoned to death. And we can see the process till today. The nearest example we can see, according to the credible researchers, it is announced of shocking news that every year 1 lakh Christians are put to death. And that is because it is related to their faith. And also we can look in, according to a report by Open Doors, that India stand or ranked as 15th in the world, which is danger to Christians. And India has increased sharply by the year 2016 when it comes to the persecution of Christianity. Also, the nearest example will be the twin suicide bombing in Pakistan, in the church where 78 people lost their life. So we can see how Christian has been persecuted so far till death. The fourth is Jesus said that there will be lots of false prophets, and they will try to deceive you. And today in our situation, if you look, I'm not trying to point out at anyone, but we all know that since the time, from March, April, there were many prophets prophesying that, there will be end of time, there will be the end of Corona, the rain will come and wipe off all the coronavirus and so on. But today we can see the face of Corona is getting much higher in Nagaland, and of course all over the world we can see, and it has not ended at all. So Jesus is trying to say, this is just an example, but Jesus is trying to say that you will believe it, and we really did believe that coronavirus will end by the end of April. But no, nothing is happening, and now it's July. So Jesus is saying that make sure that you are not deceived by all those false prophecies or false prophets. And the fifth point Jesus mentioned was, because of the wickedness, love will grow cold. And I think I have mentioned this in one of my videos when I spoke in Nagamese, that I question you, where is the love? Where's the love among the Nagas? And because of our selfish motive, because of our wickedness, we can see how, it has overpowered love. And it's very difficult today in this world to find a genuine love. And the sixth point, Jesus said that the gospel of the kingdom will be spread, will be preached to all the nation as the testimony. And we can see that the missionaries are spread out all over the world to spread the gospel. Even from Nagaland, we can see lots of missionaries who are spread all over the world to spread the gospel. And we think that, okay, everyone knows about Christianity, but no, everyone is not aware about the Christianity or about the Jesus Christ. And the nearest example I will give you will be the island in Andaman, which is in India border, and in that island there is an island called North Sentinel Island, and it is one among the 4 tribals which has been isolated. And in the year 2018, a 26-year-old American missionary was put to death. And if you want to go back and read about this North Sentinel Island, then you can read the history. It has a lot of history, and it's very interesting actually, because how it became so aggressive or antisocial. So you can read that, and we can see that Jesus was saying that every nooks and crannies should hear about the gospel. But Jesus didn't say that everyone should convert to Christianity or everyone should accept Christ. So Jesus was saying to believe him or not, it's up to you. But it should be reached, it should be heard by all the nations in this world. And it is still continuing. The spreading of gospel, it is still continuing till death. Now our question is it the end? When will be the end? Jesus has predicted this like 2000 years back, and it has already happened and it's still happening. Then when will be the end? That is our question today. Why is it delaying? Is it delaying, or is it because God loved us so much that He is giving us another chance, another opportunity to be saved, because He don't want to lose us? If suppose tomorrow is the day of judgment, are you ready to face the judgment? Are you ready to face the judgment? My dear family, when we are about to travel to some other place and you are already ready with all your luggages and you're waiting for the train in the platform, and you have your luggage where you have all your needs, what do you need and what do you want, everything in your luggage ready to board the train. You're just waiting for the train, but you are not sure what time the train will come. Sometimes it gets delayed, but you still wait. You are ready, and once the train arrives, you are ready to hop inside the train and look for your seat. But the coming of Jesus, the end of the day, will not be the same as you wait for the train in the platform. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verses 1 to 28, it clearly says that just as you are not aware when the thief will enter your house to steal, because we are not aware, we are not sure, we don't know when the thief will enter our house to steal. Just as that, Jesus will come like a thief at night, which means you will not be aware. So you won't need anything in your luggage or so. You won't have time to prepare for your luggage because these are all worldly. You're going to leave them all behind and you are going to go with Him. What matters is your heart. Your heart matters. So are you ready for that day? At the end, I want to conclude by saying this. Live as if like Christ is coming in the next 10 minutes. Live as if Christ is coming in the next 10 minutes. But plan as if He is not coming for the next 1,000 years. Let me repeat again. Live as if Christ is coming in the next 10 minutes and plan as if He is not coming for the next 1,000 years. Amen. God bless you all.